What up, bummers? It is Maude Garrett here for Geek Bomb, giving you my weekly update. I did have a week off. I had a lovely little holiday or vacation, depending on where you're from. A lot of family time, which was absolutely amazing. I went to Newcastle for my uncle's wedding. He's been with his partner for 24 years, but it actually... and I think I was 16 when I went to their commitment ceremony, but in the eyes of Australia, that wasn't actually legal. Now that Australian same-sex marriage has been legalised, they officially got married, which was just beautiful. Shout out to Uncle Matt and his partner Brett, because that was really cool. And then I got to meet my nephew, Arthur, aka R2, as in R2D2, because duh. And he's a big boy, but he's awesome. So that was really cool as well. I got to spend some time in Sydney with a bunch of friends, and it made me miss Australia a lot. Ugh. But before that, I actually was in Las Vegas, and if you haven't checked out the video where I go into a plane that simulates zero-G, as in no gravity, you should definitely check that out, because that was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I don't even know how to explain it. I just tried to show you. So, there's going to be more content for that coming soon as well. But what is this week all about? Well, my bummers, it's all about Fungeons and Flagons, because that is the next big programming that is coming to Geek Bomb. It took a year, because I started a fashion line, and that was a much bigger undertaking than I'd thought, and it kind of pushed back Fungeons. My original plan was that we would start in March. Then what launched in July, and I just had a little bit of a breather, and I was, you know, that's still a task and an undertaking. But it is time for Fungeons again. Can I get a hell yeah in the comments? Hell yeah. Awesome. Now, the other thing about Fungeons and why I can't start until it is right time is because it is a massive commitment. It is 10 episodes at least. It's bonus content. It's getting an editor, an animator, making sure that the shows have a point, a campaign in line. It's big. And we film 2 episodes every 2 weeks, and it's finding people that have that scheduling correct, because a couple of people that I really, really wanted and asked, well, they're no longer in the country. They're shooting a show elsewhere. And I've also been trying to pitch Fungeons, to tell you the truth, because I wanted to take it out of a smaller studio, and I wanted to give it like a huge budget. And I thought there were particular places that could, you know, help me make it a bigger show, but even that is a little bit tricky, and I thought, I can't wait any longer, we need a season 2. So the big announcement is, yay, Fungeons is coming back for season 2, and also about the BBCC. Those that are Bomber backers already know, or if they're $5 and above, they already know about this announcement, but now we're going public with it. Very, very shortly, there will be a brand new tier on Patreon for the Bomber backers creative consultants. So I am forming a team, and when I say forming a team, more details on that, of about 8 to 12 individuals that will literally be my right-hand men and women helping me come up with season 2. For me, it's like, this is technically my 4th season. I did season 1 and 2 of Source-Fed D&D, which turned into Sorcerer-Fed. And I used a lot of my best ideas, and I need to think outside what I'm capable of creating. And there's just so many components to start that I know that so many of you have brilliant ideas. But the biggest difference here is that last time all of Patreon was kind of chipping in with ideas here and there. Now I wanted to kind of formulate an elite team and kind of get money can't buy, depends how you see me though. That's probably like toot my own horn there. But make it as much of an experience as possible. So that will include weekly Google Hangouts with the team, and we're going to have shared documents, and we're basically all going to be creative consultants in figuring out this next campaign of Fungeons and Flagons. And these sort of things will be crucial decision making, like, is the combat system going to change? Will we be using hit points? Because I know that I did that in the 2nd season. Did it work? Did it not? How are we going to include all of the Patreon BBs and, you know, culminate all of the ideas out there? It will mean that you will become an admin for the Fungeons and Flagons Reddit. Yes, if you didn't know about it, here it is. Give that one a follow. I think we're about to hit 1,000, which is pretty cool. What kind of monsters will we have? I'm also thinking about changing up the first opening questions when we do the character build in the first episode. So like really, really big, unique changes, and kind of we'll all vote on what we think will be the next best steps to take. And then of course, if you are in a BB Patreon, you get to submit your ideas, whether it's what abilities items have, crucial key points in the campaign as well, who should be on the show, And because this is a public video, I've got a fun little thing that we can do using hashtag Fungeons and Flagons. I want you guys to tweet at your favorite public D&D player who lives in LA and could possibly be on the show. Tweet at them and say, I want you to be on Fungeons and Flagons Season 2. Tag me, tag Fungeons, Flagons. Let's see if we can get it trending. Doubt it will, but how cool would it be if like a little wannabe D&D show kind of took over for a little bit. And that means I'm going to be coming back on Twitter as well. I had, oh my gosh, it's going to be nearly 2 weeks at this stage off Twitter, which was lovely. It was really cool. Just had a little bit of a hiccup with Twitter and where they drew the line on support, and it turns out they didn't really do any support, and it kind of let me down a little bit. But that's all been resolved. Twitter actually emailed me the next day saying that they've suspended the breaching and offending account, which why it took them 8 months is beyond me, but something's better than nothing. That's literally my motto, especially when it comes to exercise. So that's a big announcement. Season 2 is coming up. Who do you want on it? Comment below and tweet at the people using the hashtag Fungeons Flagons and tag me along as well. Who wants to be a part of the BBCC, the Bomberbackers Creative Consultants? Well, there's going to be a new tier opening up. I apologize that it's going to be considerably more than the current highest tier that we have. That's only because it's the Google Hangout element, and it's sort of like overseeing the show, kind of like a credit for the show as well, being a creative consultant. And I'll be hitting you guys up with everything. Like, you will have your hand in every single part of this campaign. So if you have seen the previous seasons, you're a very good candidate. If you know Fungeons and Flagons and the schematics, I want you as well. Or if you just kind of want to hang out with me every week on Google Hangout and not say anything, hey, totally fine as well. That tier is going to be open when this video goes live. And if you're a BB, it's early. Hey, what's up? Maybe it's already live just for you, but the public only finds out about it now. Sick. To get Fungeons and Flagons off the ground, it's not cheap. I have to pay for editors, equipment, the props. The props are the really big one. I've got 3 boxes of props from the last one. So usually anything that happens in the campaign, we need a physical prop for it, and the costumes as well, and wigs and weapons. We also need the animator. We pay the animator as well, and I have to pay the people on the panel. And I don't get anything, but I'm doing this for you guys. So that's why your support on Patreon is amazing. You'll see a new goal up there, trying to get $5,500 raised per month, understanding that it's probably going to drop off maybe a little bit afterwards, and so if we can kind of get that to pay back, I'm excited for this one. I'm excited to have a team of people who know they're helping out too. And bonus content happening just for those donating $10 and above. I do a video every week that's just for your eyes only. I'm going to be talking you through all the posters on my wall and what they mean, and you'll notice a new spanking silver button there for 100,000 on YouTube. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching yet another video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because there seems to be a bit of glitch in the algorithm and I'm losing you guys, but come on back and make sure you're following Geek Bomb on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, that's kind of it. This is going to be cool. Bye!